Prodigy, and welcome back to Felix the Powerful channel. This is the first Prodigy video I am going to be making, and it is going to be about, as you can see the title, it is about the best pet combos in Prodigy. So let's get started. Jumping right in with Plant. For Plant, you got Vine Queen first because Vine Queen has 1128 health at level 110, which is a lot of health and we want that. For power, she's also got a pretty good power, pretty good speed, and pretty good defense. Now for the actual spells, you got Grasping Roots, which is the nice 5-hit that everyone uses. You got Petal Shower, which is also very good. It's an AoE, it's not the best AoE, but it's good. Now for Smash, it is a 9 power, which is the best single hit you can get, and you got Healing Spell in case you need it. Now the other plant pet is Dryad. And why? Because it has Spine Barrage, Petal Shower, Spiral Cut, and Leaf Burst. These are all really nice spells. Plus it has a lot of power, 1000 plus the relic, and a lot of different stuff like health, which goes to 900 when you add the charge levels and the 114 bonus. Now another thing is that it's also at 1110, so it's the same as Vine Queen. For the Spine Barrage, it's a 5-hit spell that hits all enemies, so it is really good. It might even be better than the Creators, since the Creators does not have that much power. We've got Ice. Now Ice, before the pet update, was one of my favorite elements since it has a lot of cool spells that are different from the others, and it's pretty cool for Christmas as well. But now Ice has changed and it might not be the best element in the world, but there is still some pets that are better than others. For example, number 1, we've got Luminix. For Luminix, it's basically the same as Vine Queen but less health, but that's okay. And we got Refrigerate, Ice Storm, Crunch, and Ice Cream Party, which is basically the same as the other one. Now there isn't really any pet that have the 5-hit AoE and has anything else except for Ice Creator, but then of course Ice Creator isn't that good after all, so that's why I choose Glacial. For Glacial, it has Chillin' Out, which is not bad. We got Ice Cream Party as well in case we need to heal. We have Tremor, which is okay, but it's still fine as an AoE. And Iceberg. You have everything you need. It's really not bad. Plus, it has so much defense. It's just too good. It's Storm. For Storm, it's basically the same as Vine Queen and Dryad, but a little better since Vine Queen, on the other hand, has Smash, which is okay against the Wizard, but it isn't really powerful against anything else once you use that Grasping Roots. However, for Luminix, you got Overload and Chain Lightning, so it's an infinite cycle of Storm, which is very nice. And for the AoE, it's physical, not that great, but then again, it's still not bad. We also got a healing spell in case we need it. Now, the other thing is Arbite, which is worse than Dryad since you can't wear pet gear and it has a little less health, but I still think it's pretty nice because it basically have the same spells, but it's Storm. Fire. Now for Fire, there isn't really that great of a pet. I know Ember Shed is great, but Ember Shed is not that great since it doesn't really have enough health. If you don't have enough health, at least you have speed. So that's why I chose Sarah Zig as the next pet. Even though it doesn't have a lot of health, it does have a lot of speed, which makes up for it since it has Magma Stream on the first turn. It's probably useless on the second turn. If you count Firestorm, that's okay, but it's basically useless on the second turn. I still chose it to be the best fire pet because it has that Magma Stream and it's very speedy, which comes really in handy if you want to defeat anyone first turn. For the other fire pet, I would choose TIE Scout. because Thai Scout has Mince, which we don't really need another Fire 5 hit, which is the other one that I showed, Sarah Zig, which has Magma Stream. We don't need that because we already got it, so we got Mines, which is pretty good. We got Firestorm, which is fine, Volcanon, and Heat Therapy. The only worst thing about Thai Scout is that it cannot wear pet gear, which is not that good, but you know what? It makes up for it. These are really nice spells. You got Sarah Zig. Same thing as Sarah Zeg, but Sarah Zeg, it has Whirlpool, Multi-Splash, Refresh, and Bubble Storm, which is basically the same as Sarah Zig, but it might just be better since it has more health than Sarah Zig. The other pet is Fathom, which I don't really have right now, but it also has Stream, which is it's pretty nice. It's the same as Lumibolt, and it also has Whirlpool, which is really nice. The other thing about Fathom is that it has a healing spell and it has an AoE, which is also very, very nice. Is Shadow. Now for Shadow, there isn't really a best pet combo, but I would recommend Leviathan first because it has basically the same thing as Lumi Volt. It has Stygian Sky and Umbreal Volley. It also has a physical AoE and the Cryptic Rite, which is the healing spell of it. It also has a lot of health, basically the same as Lumi Bolt. So yeah, it's basically the same, but in shadow form. The other shadow spell pet, it's Tellurion might be good, but then again, Tellurion does not have that much health and it does not have that much of a good spell. So I would recommend Mimic, which has Feast, which is the only good aim ones with 2.5 power. It also has Grimburst, Shadow Blast, and Umbra. For Umbra, it's basically a never miss since it has 99% hit chance. Shadow Blast is also pretty nice since it has that chance of its hitting and it has no recharge. Grimburst has a pretty high crit chance, so it's also pretty good. Astral section, there isn't really that much good Astral pets since there isn't a lot in there. Like for example, Tribeak, it's not that great. It's fine, but it's not that great. So what I like to use is Sarah Zig, which has Pet Meteor Shower, Astral Storm, Moonlight Christine, and Starfall, which are really, really nice spells. Now it's basically the same as the water version and the fire version, which is Sarah Zeg and Sarah Zig. It's basically the same as that, but it's a little better since not a lot of pets have Meteor Shower, which makes it pretty nice. The other pet is Regalaxy. I know in the pet updates last time, it got nerfed a lot. Last time it was the best because it has the Astral Tactic, Astral Storm, and Shooting Stars. It doesn't have that now, but I still think it's really, really nice because it has a healing spell, a Carve, which in case you need to attack the wizard, Astral Flare, which is okay, but it's fine, and Galata Glow, which is not that bad either since it's a 9 power spell, which is really, really nice. Is physical. Now for physical, there isn't really a physical spell. I would recommend Thai Scout again since it has that Mines, but except for that, I guess you can call Titus one since it has Breach, but I don't know. It's up to you. I don't think Titus is that good since you can't merge it, but I'm a non-member, so yeah. I still don't know what physical best pet is, but I don't think it's that great. comment, I would like to say that even if you don't agree, there's a few tips that makes a pet great or not. If it's a great pet, it should have the 5 hits and it should have a 9 power. No matter what pet it is, it should have that. Another key feature is that it must have a lot of health, because some small spells like even Overload, it can only go to 999 because it can't go after 999. 999 is the most it can go because it has a lock. It can't go over 1000. Another thing is that you need to have Chain Lightning or anything like it that is a 5 hits, since 5 hits will go over that 999 barrier and will do more damage than Overload. Overload is just a backup spell. So that's why I choose Vine Queen as well, because Smash, even though it's physical, which is not very good, it's still not that bad because it has Grasping Roots on the first turn, which is really, really nice. Another piece of advice I would give you is that for your wizard, you would only want health. Now, I don't really have any of the other health mounts, so that's why I'm using the simple flower bush. But I would rather have health than speed, because even if the other person goes for out attack, it won't do enough damage to kill you if you have more than 1000 health left. That's why I would love to have the simple flower bush. Now that is it for today's video, and see you in the next video.